Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. $12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Set 90 Wolf.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Go, go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in secondary.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block if you're an offensive lineman. Nice early burst. Nice gain, too.
Just like that. Just like that.
2nd and 1. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. The give to Taylor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll drop the throw. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 61, matchbox, white.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Mariota on target there to Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A 1st down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch Mike. Check tight end, check tight.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now this throw caught left side. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams. 55 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Go! Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, here's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Fourth down, Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. On third down, Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They keep it with Henry on first down. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On third down, Taylor, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. It's the offense's turn. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big time.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw here. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Hey, exit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, let go.
2nd and 10. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Parker unable to get that one. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And an alley to run. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a busy night for Henry continues. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
You got 3. Nice 7, let's go. 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Terry. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
At the Dolphins' 19-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Mariota going to give to Lewis. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll come out in the pistol. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll drop the throw. And it's caught by Parker. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Taylor, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. And this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Again, it's Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On 1st down, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He'll look to throw. Guy's man complete over the middle. It's Terry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. He's back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mike, where they team? 1-1.
Here's Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Let's go, interception, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Dolphins, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, hands on, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the